What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. So besides the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis has 29 wins and 27 of them are by knockouts, we're about to find out why boxers are so scared of Gervonta Davis.
From learning how to box when he was just 5 years old to becoming one of the top 10 active boxers in the world, Gervonta Davis has surely come a long way. In fact, he's grown so much as a fighter that his opponents aren't all too keen to meet him in the ring. But why is that so? Well, for one thing, Gervonta Davis's boxing style is a major factor. You see, he's very good at counterpunching, something he's repeatedly shown by being super patient. So when he's up against a better opponent, he likes to study them. That is, before setting up his very sharp power shots.
Oof.
Once he knows his enemy, he can stop them as well. The Baltimorean will often start to walk down his opponents right before he gets ready to hit them with the old 1-2. Let's not forget that Davis also fights with his left hand. This alone makes him...
the one thing I really like about him, like I used to box when I was in high school. Boxing is like one of my favorite sports, if not my favorite sport. But he be so calm in the ring. Like he's literally so observant, and then once you get that open shot, he bink! Done. Finito.
Hard to fight against. And you will also observe that when he lowers his guard, he does so in a way that makes it almost impossible to predict where his punches will come from. Also, just look at how he uses his southpaw. Like he will quite often paw out his jab against orthodox fighters. So why does he do this? Simply put, he does this for both offensive and defensive reasons. Let me explain. When it comes to defense, this style helps to create distance between his opponents, specifically against those who are bigger and have a longer reach than Davis's. You'll probably have noticed that Davis is shorter at 5'6" and has a small reach of 67.5. But he's not at a disadvantage. He's perfected his movements and is unaffected by his smaller stature. His attacks are particularly powerful, as he likes to set up left hooks and left straight shots to his opponent's body. His shots are so powerful that his opponents have to be wary of his incoming attack. This brings me to my next point, which is that one of Davis's favorite things to do is attack the body. Nicknamed the Tank, the boxer begins his fight with a series of body punches.
That's disrespectful. Dang.
Oof. With this strategy, he can wear his opponents down with each round. This becomes very evident the more you see Davis fight. And I bet that this was likely a strategy his former trainer and mentor, Floyd Mayweather, told him to use.
Well, it's really not me. It's my team. It's communication. I got good communication with my team. Like I just spoke about when I first got up here. It's a lot of people that's behind the scenes that don't get the credit.
And this helps Tank get ready for his big, powerful punches later in the fight. But what makes those punches even more effective is a simple yet effective strategy. Never hit the same place twice. You will never see Davis throw many double punches. And it makes sense. The opponent will move to defend that area once you hit it. So why waste your energy by hitting the most obvious part of the body again? Instead, he mixes up his punches and creates many dangerous combinations that he can use to his advantage. This also helps him set up his large left hand that can deliver a major blow. In most cases, he can use that hand to deliver a straight punch or an uppercut that can leave his opponent dazed.
There's a right hand connecting.
I just finished watching this fight. Now this dude really got knocked out. He's still dazed. He can't even look straight.
But that's not all Tank is known for. Not only is he a powerful attacker, but also a highly intelligent defender. Most of the time, Davis will be on the back foot and take small half steps backward. When he does this, it's to get his opponent to walk him down and get closer to him. As we explained before, it's because Davis is actually smaller than his opponent. He's gotten so good at dodging shots that he can bend from the waist and drop his head. Plus, he has lightning fast reactions. With this move, he makes his opponent jab at him. From here, he easily bends or lowers his head to throw a straight left counter to the head or body. And when Davis's opponent starts to close in on him, he throws a left straight down the middle with perfect timing and accuracy. It's really amazing to watch. And it's no surprise he was so good when he was trained by Floyd Mayweather himself. He taught Davis the shoulder roll, which you can see him use to avoid getting hit. And while these moves show just how skilled he is, it's his killer finish that makes him such a scary opponent. He likes to do a few things, but his gazelle hook is easily one of his most popular moves. This is a great move because no one can tell where the punch is going to land. Plus, as you recall, we explained how he puts a lot of effort into attacking his opponent's body in the early moments of the round. So by the end, they're confused and unsure. They have no idea what part he plans to hit, and so let down their guard. But that's when Davis brings out all of his power. And by simply bending his waist and head, he can lower his lead hand into position and make it look like he'll be jabbing the fighter facing him. Watching Davis fight is like seeing a masterclass in boxing. In the final moments of the match, you can spot Davis parrying and slipping past what they're throwing at him. He simply walks past it all and delivers the killing blow, just like he did against Leo Santa Cruz.
But bro, his neck looks broken. yo, that is tough. Boy.
This is all thanks to his acute mental strength. Even before he had achieved all that he has as a boxer, Davis felt he had made it. By simply being in Mayweather's company, he felt like he was on top of the world. Nothing could bring him down. But he feels this mentality is what set Davis apart from other boxers. Other fighters around Mayweather felt they had already achieved something, and so felt they had already won. While Davis felt he was very lucky to be around Mayweather, he also knew that there was a lot for him to learn. He had to catch himself before he got too carried away. His motto is simple enough.
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather promotion. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own responsibility, your own priorities.
Davis advises staying focused, humble, and out of trouble. Plus, find someone who cares about you. That's all you need to be the best you can be. He doesn't let the pressures of his career get to him either. When asked how he dealt with the demands and expectations that people had, his reply was simple. All he did was focus on getting past his rivals. The rest would take care of itself. But all of this self-assuredness wasn't easy to come by. Davis has worked hard to always believe in himself. That's something his coach has ingrained in him since day one. If Tank felt he could do something, all he had to do was believe he could. And then you'll be able to. It doesn't matter how lofty the goal may seem to you at first. Push aside all your concerns and tell yourself that you will achieve that goal. After that, all you need is to put in the actual work to attain those goals. Sure, it may take you a while, but that's not too bad. Anyway, all good things come to those who wait. Davis feels that one's beliefs can greatly affect one's life. So if you're not convinced that you can obtain what you want in life, you'll have failed already. Instead, don't focus on the naysayers or the haters. Instead, Davis urges everyone to see that we all have untapped potential. All we have to do is recognize it and then believe in ourselves as our lives depend on it. Because guess what? It does. And that's all I know about why boxers are scared of Gervonta Davis.
Yo. Like a lot of these top boxers that we see right now in the mainstream, they've been boxing since they were like 10 years old. I don't know if you guys have watched the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ron Garcia over the weekend. I had watched it. He ended up knocking him out too. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one the same way you're gonna catch me in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.